It's funny. Obviously, I've done things that are sexist, racist, homophobic. Fucking name any of them.
I accidentally fell asleep during my godfather's funeral.
It was actually a dominatrix, so I would need
Telling y'all all the things that could get me canceled if I ever got famous, just in case I get famous. I'm probably not gonna get famous, but I'm gonna pre-cancel myself. One time I accidentally laughed at a disabled kid.
Huh?
It was an accident.
Why the fuck you lying?
It was like 7 in the morning, and it was an accident.
It was an accident is crazy. Like, no one's telling y'all to say these things. But at least when you do, give me some type of, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean it was an accident? What happened? I can't. I'm not even.
I tried to make 2 homeless people fight over a Twinkie.
I didn't hear that.
You sound like a DC villain. Do you know that? Do you? Okay.
Whoever won got the Twinkie.
Please tell me this is
One time in the
satire.
cafeteria, I told my best friend I was gonna smack her. I can't remember why. And she told me you won't. And that's my favorite word, because now I want to. So I smacked her. But I didn't smack her hard. And it was really mean. When I was in 1st grade, I stole this girl's chapstick. And she asked me where it was. And it was in my pocket the whole time.
I'm not gonna lie, this is not me canceling myself. I used to steal for some reason out of people's, out of their desks. But I wasn't even trying to steal steal something. Like, I was a bad kid. I was just like steal something out of someone's desk and put it in someone else's desk. I just wanted to see the drama. Is anyone canceling? Oh Lord. But when I was younger, like, I definitely was like, I was a bad little kid. Was I racist, homophobic, or anything like that? I have 2 moms, so there was never gonna be me being homophobic. That would actually be kind of hilarious if I was just like, yo, I hate gay people, and going home to my 2 moms. Nah. And then people be like, oh, I said a slur and I didn't even know it was a slur. I don't even think I've ever done that. Because it's like, how does it even come up in your vocabulary? But I also wasn't playing like Call of Duty at 12, so maybe maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I need to know more about the Twinkie situation. Personally.
I accidentally fell asleep during my godfather's funeral. The funeral was in a Catholic church. Catholic churches are really strict. And I was falling asleep, and I slept through the whole church part, and then through the burial part. When we went to the actual cemetery, I stayed in the car and went to sleep. It wasn't my fault though. I was on medication. My mom gave me the wrong pills. I was in churchitis. I'm sorry, long live you. When I was like 10, this guy was riding his motorcycle through the neighborhood, and then he crashed it in front of me, and I laughed really loud. Sorry. I apologize. I used to argue with the autistic kids in my class.
Huh?
You're a villain. You're a villain, babes.
Villain.
Never once did I feel the urge to do such a thing. I'm sorry, I'm really stuck on the Twinkies. I know she's saying all this new information. I'm really stuck on the Twinkies.
But like, they were my friends though. They told me they were gonna shoot me. So when I was like 13, I snuck out one night and I slapped cheese on a bunch of people's car.
It's so
I'm
funny
sorry.
because like some of these are just regular like kid stuff. No one's tweeting out, she slapped a piece of cheese on my car and your career is over. No one's doing that. That's just not gonna happen. But then you talk about making homeless people fight for Twinkies, and
She's got a point.
Canceling myself before I blow up.
In more depth.
Not only did I goon on Omegle when I was like 12, maybe 13, but I also used to have a habit of sending my friends bricked up wiener pics because I thought it was funny. Obviously, I've done things that are sexist, racist, homophobic, fucking name any of them, but I think that's it, so just thought I'd let you guys know.
Name anything? Name anything? Do you want me to name anything? I don't think you do. Why are people saying this even? I feel like our generation, like Gen Z, I feel like digital footprint, out the door. You know, need for employment. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And I think that's very interesting because if I'm a recruiter and I'm looking up people for jobs and I look up your name and this video comes up, forget even the Omegle because I'm not even gonna address that. Peach said name anything. I've done it.
What do you mean by that?
You're not getting hired here. You need to go somewhere. Probably to prison.
This trend where you cancel yourself ahead of time, and since I have a good amount of followers, I feel like I might as well do it.
I love how people are like, I might as well. No, baby, you don't have to do that. No one is in your DMs talking about, hey, can you just let me know what you've done wrong in your life real quick? Can you do that for me?
So yeah, let's get into it. I was a prostitute and a gang member before the age of 18.
Back to back?
Yeah, double homicide.
I was child trafficked. That's humor, y'all. Do not take me serious. But yeah, if they said I did it, I did it. I don't even remember, so I can't even combat or argue, and I don't got no receipts because I went through hella like spiritual journeys where I was like, oh, everything has to go. I can't be reminded of the past. So yeah, love y'all.
I like her. I mess with her. I mess with her. You know, I don't know. I'm on her side, me personally. I'm with her.
I'm canceling myself so you don't have to. When I was in high school, I was the plug. I did pre-orders before school. You'd meet me up either in the girls' bathroom or in the computer lab to get your products. And I would do deliveries right after school.
All I'm hearing is bad parenting. Because how are you getting away with that? Let me talk to whoever was in charge of you.
I was actually a dominatrix, so I would meet men online. They would give me consent to verbally abuse them or control their finances.
The safety word is banana.
I love you.
I'm with that. I'm on her side right now because at the end of the day, you gotta make this money. How you gonna make this money? Control your finances. What that mean? Because all your finances are my finances. Now that's what it seems to me. Which means your money is my money, and that means I'm up. Yeah. I don't hear nothing wrong so far.
Or some just really liked looking at my feet, so I'd sell feet pictures too. Another very questionable decision that I've made is that I dated a 48-year-old man when I was 20 years old.
You're a victim.
And turns out his daughter was the same age as me, and he wanted me to teach her how to do makeup and teach her how to cook. But that girl was lazy as fuck. She didn't do shit. She just slept all fucking day.
I was like, at any point did that seem weird to you? You're the same age as his daughter, and he wants you to teach her how to be more like you, who he's dating. You sound like a victim. So I'm still partially on your side, but then at your age now, I don't know how old she is now, but she definitely looks older than 20. So at your age now, I think that talking about his daughter in that way, oh, she's lazy, blah, 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 blah. She was probably depressed because her daddy is bringing home a girl that can be in her class. Slight intermission. Look.
Like your puppy, you're the number one. With your sparkling smile.
I'm done puppy sitting. The baby's back with his parents. Let's get back to the tomfoolery.
I might have said the N-word a few times, but once my frontal lobe developed a little more, I realized it was very inappropriate, and I apologize.
What?
When I got a Ku Klux Klan member on my page, let me block this Ku Klux Klan member.
What age did that develop? At what point did you realize? Because I'm not saying that it makes it okay, but if you were saying it at 8 versus 21, I'm gonna need a full explanation. I'm gonna need a timeline, Okay? But she told me once her frontal lobe developed a little more, which makes me feel like she was 25, 20. I feel like she was in her 20s. So, yeah. Why would you say that on the internet, though? Like, why would you admit that? Because I didn't know that about you. Now I do. Now I'm looking at you crazy.
I was extremely homophobic, but keep in mind I was still in the closet myself, so I had to like make up for that. Very sorry for my actions, and I hope that they do not reflect on who I am now as a person.
I hope that they don't reflect on who I am as a person. Girl, I hope so too. What do you mean you hope? What do you mean you hope? You should know. You're the only one that really can know. I don't know you. Where does hope get us? Nowhere. I hope that you guys, some type of situation, whatever your employment is, I hope it's down packed. I hope it is, because you're not getting employed anywhere else. You're not getting employed anywhere else. And she has the nerve to have, like, at least part of her, I don't know. First name Lizzie. I feel like it won't be too hard to figure out the other ones. You know, that last name. You're getting fired. If you have a job, you're getting fired soon. Why would you openly admit any of this stuff? Now, the homophobic type thing, when you're in the closet, I feel like it's not the biggest deal ever. I think that, you know, internalized homophobia is real, but you need to do some things to rectify that. I feel like when you do come out, you need to apologize to people that you did act some type of way about. And she said extremely. I'm like, extremely? What you mean by that? But anyways, girl,
I don't need you.